Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. So again, the Hajj is starting in a few days, a couple of weeks. Now, I just want to take this time, especially with regards to the Hajj and the people who are going for Hajj, just to remind them about one special place. Every place in Hijaz is special. Medina is special, Makkah is special. There's no comparison to any place in the world. Within Medina, obviously, there is the Prophet's Mosque, which is one of the most amazing places in the world. And then there is Jannatul Baqi, the Baqi Cemetery, which is right outside the Prophet's Mosque, within a quarter of a mile from the grave of the Prophet. And I just want to highlight a few things about this amazing place that people know as Jannatul Baqi or the Baqi Cemetery. So, why is Jannatul Baqi important? There are a few questions that we need to ask. Why is Jannatul Baqi important? First of all, Jannatul Baqi is important because it is the burial place, it is the last place of rest of the household of the Prophet, of the grandsons of the Prophet, of the son of the Prophet, and it is the resting place for the wives of the Prophet, the aunts of the Prophet, the companions of the Prophet, the prominent ashab, as well as the families of the ashab, the original companions in their household, several big prominent religious scholars, martyrs of the ghazwat, of the battles of Badr, Uhud, and so on. So basically, it's a place of amazing rarity. There is a lot of there's a lot of importance of about the people who are buried over there. So when you think about that place with such amazing people being buried who have laid the foundation of Islam, what does a human expect to see for such amazing historical personalities? I mean, surely you would like to see the names on the graves, whose grave is what, achievements. There should be something about their achievements. There should be place to stand, place to worship, place to pray for them. Um, there should be open access. There should be freedom for just appreciating the work that these people have done and these personalities have done. But when you actually go to Jannatul Baqi, what do you actually see? So first of all, women cannot even go inside Jannatul Baqi. Whoever goes inside Jannatul Baqi, the scenes are very different than what would one expect to see for these amazing personalities. First of all, there is sand, there are broken graves, there is no shade, there is no greenery. Especially people are from around the world, like the Western countries, where they see just like there's nothing on the graves, but at least there is greenery. There's no greenery. There is no place to pray, no place to stand. There are army soldiers all over the place. You're not allowed. There's no freedom to enter on your choice. There's extreme heat. There's no name on the graves. So why is that so? This is because that's part of the Wahhabi mentality, which says or which goes along the lines that the graves should not be built. One should not make dua facing the graves. One should not pray on or around the graves. Now, this mentality results in few things. This translates in few things that they claim that there should be no structures around the grave, no prayers should be performed on the graves, no prayers should be performed while facing towards the grave. There should be no prayers around the grave, and graves should not be high above the ground. Now, this is the implication of that personality, of that mentality, which translates into what we see in Jannatul Baqi. Now the question is that justified? Is it supported by Quran and Sunnah? Are there empirical evidences contrary to this belief? And these are the questions that we will be discussing further, but these are the questions that people should be asking themselves, because if it is not supported by Quran and Sunnah, if it is not supported by empirical evidence, then what we see in Jannatul Baqi is just blatant atrocities against the personalities who laid the foundation of Islam and supported the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.